Gacha is trash. Sometimes the games are fun, like Genshin and now recently Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but gacha mechanics are an inflation smokescreen and I've dealt with them for too long not to say something. Gacha mechanics literally rewire your brain chemistry and drastically alter your perception of what things in a game are worth. They've somehow convinced us to participate in an infinitely less rewarding economic system than when you compare it to the rest of the gaming industry. What would most people pay for a DLC? 10 bucks? 20 for a decently sized expansion that featured hours more content. Don't mention Destiny, that shit exists on the absolute fringe of financial acceptability. People are spending a full game's worth of money on the ability to increase your level by 5 on a new planet. Glad I got out of that early. The Old Hunters DLC for Bloodborne was 20 bucks and filled with content that equaled about half of the already established game, so it could have been 30 and it would have been fine. Those are the prices most people are used to expecting from DLC, with guaranteed quantity of good content to justify the purchase. Gacha isn't a damn thing like that. Gacha is, we just released a new character. How much does it cost? Well, how lucky do you feel? Very? Then probably still $100, you fucking loser, and you still won't get it. When the Fairy Tail video game, which is not a gacha game, released its DLC characters, they wanted $20 for one character, which content-wise would have been the functional equivalent of buying a Pokemon in a Pokemon game. I looked at that and purposely leaned backwards in my chair until I fell over, out of pure, purposeful bewilderment. $20 for a party member. This game is out of its damn mind. Meanwhile, in Genshin Impact, only spending $20 to get their latest character is a fucking unholy miracle. You must have performed the Black Sacrament and offered your butthole to a fully engorged demon to get a single party member for $20. Genshin characters have constellations, Latin abilities that unlock if you successfully pull them multiple times, and whales will literally Venmo MiHoYo $1,000 just to achieve the maximum constellation rank with a single character. It's fucking insane. It's fucking unconscionable. Sometimes you have to say it aloud for it to really sink in. These Moby Dicks are swallowing their wallets. For what? Xiao, Zhongli, Ganyu, who's best girl, but Ganyu, one character in one game. If I was going to spend $1,000 on one game, I should fairly expect to become the god of that game. You give me infinite everything, forever. People are going to be playing Genshin for the next 5 years. Here's a down payment on every monetary thing you ever release until your servers shut down, and I'm insulted as a consumer that you'd expect me to ask for anything less. You released a money pit disguised as a game and you have the gall to be this stingy. I'm going to tell you a story I'm ashamed of that happened very recently. In Genshin, Ganyu is a character whose character banner just ran again for the first time since I started playing over a year ago, and she was my favorite character I'd run into in the story, so I spent the vast majority of that time playing, waiting specifically for her banner to come around, knowing I was going to go buck wild to ensure I got her. I pulled on other people too over the course of the year, but she was the one I was going all in for. Now, I stopped playing the game for like a month before her banner came out, because I was burnt out on Genshin, but I knew I'd probably get back into it months later when I got bored, and when I did, I knew I'd have rued the day I didn't pull on Ganyu, so she was going to be my last act of Genshin before I quit for an indeterminate amount of time. So I spent $100 on around 50 intertwined fates, the things you use to wish on the banner and roll for the 5-star character. You have a flat, tiny percent chance to get it at any given point, but you are not guaranteed the 5-star character until you make 90 wishes, one fate per wish. But the thing is, even the 90 wish thing isn't a guarantee, because there's an extra built-in 50-50 chance that the character you get is a different 5-star character from a pool of random shittier 5-star characters, and if you get one of them instead, you have to start the 90 wish thing from zero again. You can't lose two 50-50s in a row, but come on, it's already fucking ridiculous odds designed to vacuum cash out of your gamer purse for the biggest waste of money possible in gaming. So I did 50 wishes and did not get Ganyu. Wasted $100. Yes, you can pull on a banner in a free-to-play manner by playing the game 2 hours a day every day for 3 months, earning fates and skipping every other banner that comes along, but that shit makes you feel like a peasant, the lowliest toiler imaginable, a farmer during the potato famine, and you miss out on tons of stuff by design. I say that because I know a bunch of brain-wormed gacha addicts, my past self included, will mention that aspect like it excuses the whole operation. I bet during the Holocaust some of the prisoners were like, but at least they give you free showers. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. We're experiencing a human rights abuse in the financial sense. but I was gonna get Ganyu, and nothing was gonna stop me, so I dropped another 100, like a degenerate gambler trying to win back his family's respect. I reached about the 80 wish threshold and landed a 5-star character, but it sure weren't Ganyu. She was too short and dead and infuriating to be Ganyu, so I lost the 50-50 and still no Ganyu. My leftover fates were like 30 in number, I spent them all, nothing. So I dropped another 50. I am now at $250 trying to land one character in one game that I didn't even play anymore. Then with 10 fates left over, I finally got her, and I did not feel good. It wasn't like, oh, hooray, this happy thing just happened. It was, oh, finally, the pain has stopped. Except a different kind of pain set in like a minute later called buyer's remorse, and that's when I snapped out of gacha mode. I took a step back and looked at it again for what it was, what I used to see it as before I started playing Genshin, a financial black hole filled with despair. It didn't help that like a week earlier I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and bought like $100 worth of gems from that shit too, because some of the bundles were on sale, even though on sale just means this price also fucking sucks, but compare it to our regular unconscionable prices, isn't this slightly less inhumane? It's all inhumane. If you spend money on gacha games, you might as well go into work tomorrow and talk to your boss like, hey, can I cover some extra shifts for free? No salary required. I was going to place my next check gently in the dumpster anyway. Gacha is pure shit. Cosmetic microtransactions are also an example of the value of money being horrifically reduced in games, but at least you get the thing you pay for outright. You want to waste $20 on a candy cane skin in Fortnite because you're a toddler with a mortgage? It's $20, guaranteed. Tell your boss to dock your pay for an hour and a half instead of a week. So I've quit Genshin for a full year. I will not play this money-grubbing game until 2023, if at all. I wish I could refund every character I ever pulled. MiHoYo can uninstall the game from my dashboard, they can have all their Primo gems back, and I'd be able to instantly afford the rest of my gaming calendar this year. It's like Moneybags at the end of Spyro 3, where you spent the whole game giving him gems to teach you abilities, and then at the end you get to charge him and flame him and knock all the gems out of his infernal sack and back into your dragon pockets. Genshin needs to do that. When Genshin shuts down, they should offer refunds to anyone who ever bought stuff from them, so they can lose billions of dollars and hopefully close down and never make another goddamn gacha game. I also wish I could refund all my gem purchases from Yu-Gi-Oh! If only to make better choices at which decks to build, because there's only 4 or 5 themes that even work in Ranked, and I sure pulled on none of them. But I'm not spending any more money on Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. Their prices are even more outlandish than Genshin, and I'll probably stop playing it too, because they already super scaled back on how free-to-play friendly it was at the start. Those 1,000 gem login bonuses turned into 20 gems per day in less than 2 weeks. Just unreal that we stand for this nonsense, or worse, buy into it. Now I just need to keep making money without spending money until I stop feeling like a slimy swamp monster. We'll see how long that takes. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Watch all my videos starting 45 seconds in and not rewinding for context, and I'll see you guys next time.